Welcome to Veranda IAS. In today's current affairs session in the subject Geography and Disaster Management, we will be seeing the topic Dam on India's Clearest River. So the learning objective of today's LU is to examine the Umngot River and to discuss the Umngot River which is in news and to list the issues related to the dam which is going to be constructed on this Umngot River and to outline the Dawki Bridge. So moving on, let's look about the Umngot River. So it originates on the 1800-meter high eastern Shillong peak. So this Umngot River, it is also called as Dawki River. Locally it is called as Dawki River. So it originates in the eastern Shillong peak. So with its crystal clear pure water, the Umngot River in Meghalaya is unquestionably the Asia's cleanest river. So if you see the image of the Umngot River, you can see the boat is actually floating in the water. So it will be so clearest that even the tiny stones which is present in the Umngot River, it is actually visible to the passengers who are actually traveling on the boat. So such cleanest water is present in this river. So the villages of the West Khasi Hills district are located close to the Bangladeshi border. So let us consider Meghalaya. So the Umngot River is actually present here in this Bangladesh border. So here we have Bangladesh and Meghalaya, and here we have this Umngot River. So this actually act as a natural divide between the Khasi and Jaintia hills. Khasi and Jaintia hills. So another important feature of this Umngot River is that it is present in the village called as Maulingyang. So this village is actually the cleanest village in India. So it is actually also called as God's own garden. So we usually say that the state of Kerala as God's own country, but this village which is present near the Umngot River, it is called as God's own garden. So such cleanest and beautiful village is present near this beautiful river. So moving on further, why this Umngot River is in news? So in September 2021, the Meghalaya government has scrapped a deal with the private power companies to build the project 210 megawatt Umngot hydropower project on the Umngot River. So earlier there was a project which was proposed, so which is aimed to generate 210 megawatt of electricity. We are harnessing the hydropower of the Umngot River, but due to the economical and due to the environmental concerns raised on this project, the state government has recently scrapped this deal with these private power companies. So that is why this Umngot River is in news. So moving on further, what is the issues related to the dam? So recently proposed by the Meghalaya government before the bill was actually scrapped, the 210 megawatt Umngot hydroelectric project is located upstream in the neighboring West Jaintia Hills region. We see that this Umngot River act as a natural divide between the Jaintia Hills and the Khasi Hills. So it is actually, this project is proposed to be in the West Jaintia Hills. So the project will be implemented by Meghalaya Energy Corporation Limited, so MEECL, which is fighting to stay afloat due to the unpaid dues totaling 600 crores. So, but this project has now been dropped. So further, the issues that the dam would have an adverse effect on tourism business in the Shenong Deng Darang, Dawki and the adjacent bordering districts with Bangladesh. So why it will be very much worrying to the villages? Because the livelihood of the peoples around this river is actually the tourism sector. So when due to this construction of this dam, the cleanest river, if it got polluted, the livelihood of the peoples in that area will be questionable. So that is why the peoples were against this infrastructure project, and eventually this project got stopped. And following the objection, the Meghalaya government has scrapped a deal with the private power producers to build the projected 210 megawatt Umngot hydropower project, as we seen before. So now let's look at the Dawki Bridge. We see that Umngot River has another name locally called as Dawki. So this is a bridge which is built across this river, Umngot River. So such that it is called as Dawki Bridge. The Umngot River is crossed by the Dawki Bridge, which is a suspension bridge which is built by British in the year 1932, before our independence. So this bridge was actually built by the British. So then the Dawki Integrated Checkpost, also known as the Dawki Border Crossing, is located in the West Jaintia Hills districts. Is one of the few road border crossing between India and Bangladesh. So India and Bangladesh has a porous border. So we have a minimal number of roads which is connecting India and Bangladesh. So it is one of the border crossing between India and Bangladesh. The similar post in Bangladesh is the Tamabil post. So Bangladesh too had a post adjacent to this post, this Dawki post. So that is called as the Tamabil post, which is called as Tamabil in Bangladesh. Further, it is mostly used to deliver coal to Bangladesh during the peak season. So 500 trucks cross the border each day. So Bangladesh actually expects India to deliver coal every year. So it purchases a large amount of coal from India. So these coals were actually transported from India to Bangladesh through this route only. So at the peak season, at the time of a peak season where the coal was transported in a much larger amount, around 500 trucks will cross this border. So that is more significant for the crossing of road between India and Bangladesh. So let's summarize this LU. In this LU, we have seen about the Umngot River, which is in news, and the Umngot River, why it is in news, we have seen, and the issues related to the dam and the Dawki Bridge. So that's all for today's LU, and have a nice day. Thank you.